time. The third time. Is this going to work out? I have no idea if this is going to work or not. This is all. I don't even know what stream am I streaming under? Am I streaming under Addy Goes Live or Addy Goes Places? What am I streaming under? I'm streaming under Addy Goes Places. At least there's that. At least I've got that much going on. Holy cow! Why? It seems like every other day it's an adventure and trying to. It just seems like it's an adventure. It seems like an adventure. All right, let me send this out. This is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. I'm just going to start. I'm just going to start. I'm going to start broadcasting on Blue Sky. I think that is the natural. I think that's the most natural thing to do is just to start broadcasting on Blue Sky. Let me see if I can go to Facebook and update the ad that I spent $2. I spent $2 to place an ad on Facebook in order to try and get more people here. Let me see. Ad goes places. The last ad I see on Ad Goes Places is from March 3rd, actually. So I have no idea what I spent $2 on. None. No idea. No idea. Let me go ahead and at least let you guys go here in the, let me see. I'm going to in the event details. Oh, wait, I can just, oh, wait, no. Okay, so I realize now that we have a new microphone. Well, it's not a new microphone, it's new to me. Well, it's not new, it's just that we have it's a new setup, right? It's a new setup because I was on the old channel and it goes live, but now, so we're over. I did a poll and actually 2 people voted as to whether or not I should actually whether I should broadcast on Addy Goes Live or on this channel, Addy Goes Places, because this one's actually monetized. And the overwhelming consensus that these 2 people voted that I should broadcast on this. And I do what the majority of voters say, so that's the kind of dictator I am. If the majority of people say it, I do it. That's just how it goes. Okay, all right. How's everybody hanging out? Oh my gosh, it has been a rough start today. Let me go ahead and pull this. So yeah, I had this whole plan. I can't hear a word. What are you talking about? What do you mean you can't hear a word? Now I need to. I don't know if I believe you or not, or maybe it's the music. I'm going to turn the music down. There. What if I turn the music was, I guess, kind of loud. Okay, so you can hear me. You just couldn't hear me over the music. Let me see. You just couldn't hear me over the music. Let me see. All right. All right. That sounds awful. Is this what you guys listen to? That sounds awful. Is this what you guys listen to? That sounds awful. Yeah, no, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. All right, we pumped the music down. We got the, there we go. We're going to keep the music way down. How do you guys listen to that crap? Seriously, you need to do something. You guys need to do something more. You need to branch out. You need to do something. You shouldn't be listening to this junk. All right, let me go ahead and send the link out to a few people, and then we'll get the stream started. I'm going to send this right away to Henna. I'm not going to hesitate. Henna, it's going to get the link right away. And then on text message, who else? We got to send it to Lisa, and then we got to send it to Robbie. I hope Robbie apparently was here a couple days ago, and I saw at the end of the stream that Robbie actually said like see ya or something like that at the end of the stream. What music are you talking about? Okay, let me see. I'm going to send it to my sister, who actually responded to my text message yesterday. Love you. And then I'm going to send the link, and then I'm going to send this to I'm going to send it to my friend Choke. I'm going to send it to my ex-girlfriend, not really, ex-hookup McKenna. I'm going to send it to Nick, of course. And then I'm going to send it, I think that's about all I'm going to send it to on text. And then on Instagram, I'm going to go over and I'm going to send this to, let's see, Stefan is asleep. I'm going to send it to Lisa on Instagram. I'm going to send it to Razman, the Singleton Man. And then, of course, as always, I'm going to send it to Francesca Estevez, our North Star and guiding light. The reason we wake up in the morning and do a stream. Okay. All right. Can you hear the music at all? Because I decided that, like, instead, okay, I'm going to pump the music up a little bit. I decided that instead of the gloomy, dark, depressing music that we've come to know and love from this stream, I decided to try and like be a little more upbeat, to try and be a little more, just a little more, I don't know, a little more pleasant. Make just a little. Can't we just be happier? Why can't things be happier? Like, why does everything have to be so down and depressed? Like, I mean, life is already depressing enough. Does everything need to be depressing? No, it doesn't need all to be depressing. Okay, so let me see. I don't want this there. I want to have this one. All right. I actually do have a plan tonight. You're not going to like it because it's boring, and it's. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's 4,096. Wait, what should the dimensions of this be? I'm just going to do 4,096 over here. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. What if I just did 4,000? What is 4? Okay, what if I just did 6,000 by 6,000? Okay, cool. It does max out. That's good to know. All right. So what I wanted to do, it's just I'm having a bit of an emotional crisis. All right. Okay. Like, can you guys just cut me a break? Just cut me some slack. All right. So what I wanted to do is, in order to get, I need my good boy browser up. I don't want to do this on my naughty boy browser. Let me get my good boy browser. Good boy browser is right here. All right. So in order to get this website, this right here, this image, I just kind of, I don't know. I want to get something a little better, because I'm waiting for Matthew to submit a pull request for the story he needs to write, and also I'm about to start assigning Not Sure some stories as well. He needs to start pulling his weight, especially considering that he is the what is his title? I forgot what his title was. Let me see. His title was he is the story architect. So the story architect should actually be writing some of the story. Let me see. Has Matthew worked on his at all? I asked Matthew if he thought he would be able to get to his story within the sprint. And wait, did he respond? No, he did not respond. I said, Matthew, please let me know. Okay, you're on thin ice. Wait, let me see. At mentioning Matthew, you're on thin ice, mister. All right. So sometimes as a manager, you have to instill the fear of God into your subordinates. Otherwise, they will walk all over you. So you have to just make sure that they are constantly questioning their self and their self-worth and everything. All right, I got a little bit of drama going on over here. Let me pay a little bit of attention to that. All righty. Okay. All right. So that's aside. Let's come over here. So what I wanted to do, so this map here is literally just, I mean, the way that this works, it's just kind of a tile set. And there's a script I ran where basically I exported a really large image, and then it just made different it made a tile set, and then I was able to install the tile set into the website essentially. So what I want to do is I just want to clean this map up a little bit and then just kind of do the same process. And so that way, when you go over here, the story architect and the, what is Matthew's title? I forgot what Matthew's title is. Let me look up. The story architect and the, is he Scrum Master? Oh, the Chief Project Manager. So that the story architect and the Chief Project Manager, they have more of a reference when looking at the map. And actually, I would like more of a reference, right? So all I'm going to do is just talk about life, and I'm just going to, okay, wait. Okay, the drama's over here. All right, okay. I'm just going to delete that. Done. All right, so what I started doing over the weekend, and then I got distracted doing stuff in the garage, was I just want to make I need to make, like, you see these labels, I want to make those labels, I want to make them all consistent, and I want to make sure each country has a label and that's basically all I want to do with this. And then I do want to work on the game one day. We could try working on the game. Let's try working. Let's load up Unity and see how the stream goes. I mean, at this rate, I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to be able to work on the game on stream until Matthew can stop upgrading and changing things, or until I buy a new computer. So we'll see. But let's load it up and see how it goes. I remember back in the day when I used to stream all the time, and I could load the game up, not a problem. Nay, a problem. Nary a problem. Is nary a word? Nary a problem? Nary a problem. I feel like nary a problem meaning nary is a word. Nary a problem means there is absolutely no problems, not a single issue. So okay, define. I think we need to start bringing back nary, boys. We need to bring back nary. Okay, non-standard form of not. Okay, we need to start bringing back nary. And then the other word that I would personally like to bring back is overmorrow. Do you know what overmorrow is? Overmorrow is a single word that means the day after tomorrow. We really need to start using overmorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now that I am going to start using that word more often, overmorrow. See what I did there? Let me make sure I'm spelling that right. Define overmorrow. It's an archaic yet valid noun meaning the day after tomorrow. So is there okay. I want to know I want to know if there's a word for the day after tomorrow. Is there a word before the day before yesterday? If overmorrow means the day after tomorrow, is there a single word for the day before yesterday? So in Spanish, you have anteayer. So the word for yesterday is ayer, and then you have anteayer. Ante means before, ayer means yesterday, so before yesterday. Okay, in English, the single word for the day before yesterday is eerie yesterday. Okay, so E-R-E means before. So just like in Spanish, anteayer, era yesterday. Okay, that's interesting. So does that, okay, all right. So one of the interesting things, okay, I like languages to begin with, but when you think about, in Spanish, like I just mentioned, anteayer means the day before yesterday. And so yesterday also means the day before yesterday. But the interesting thing there is that they're both compound words constructed the same exact way. And what I mean by that, let me get out Let me just get out some scratch paper. So you have like let's start with what I talked about. Ante ayer, right? And then so you have ante, which means before, or antes, but ante, you can look at it like that. Ante, which equals before, and then ayer, which means yesterday. Okay. So now what this is telling me that yesterday, which I've never heard of, is constructed the same exact way. Ir means before, and yesterday, of course, means yesterday, right? But there's some interesting examples about this. For example, the word interview, right? So think about inter. Now, inter kind of means between. If you think about like interstate, right? Like interstate or interspersed. It like inter is a prefix that means between. And then view, of course, is view, like the view, right? So interview is like between view. So in Spanish, it's entrevista, which I always thought this example was really interesting because entre in Spanish, entre means between. And vista, of course, means view. So it's the same exact construction. And then my personal favorite example of this is breakfast. So breakfast, break is obviously to break or to interrupt or to stop, right? And then fast is fasting. So in Spanish, breakfast is desayuno. And des also kind of desde, which means to leave or to stop, right? And then ayuno is a construction of the verb ayunar, which means to fast. So I always thought these, I like, and there's other examples, but these are the ones that really just come to mind immediately. I always thought this was super interesting about Spanish and English. Now, let me see. Wait, okay, first of all, do I have, okay, so I don't have AI in this, but I'm curious as to how to say interview in French. Entretien. Okay. How to say between in French. Entre. Okay, it's kind of the same thing. Okay, entre. And how to say view. How to say view in French. Voir. Avis. Vision. So that's like a counterexample. Like, what does this tion mean? Tion. Anyway, I don't know. But that's enough about languages. Let's just clean up. Let's just talk a little bit about life as we clean up this map. So here, now I have to go to another reference. Somebody was complaining about the music, I think. The music is torture. Okay, first of all, is it too loud? How is the volume? Is the volume of it okay and you just don't like the content? Fine. I am but a people pleaser, so I will just I think Not Short actually said he hated this music, this music right here, so I'm gonna play it. Okay. All right, so let's so here we have actually if I hover over, it should tell me, I think. Okay, Samoa. Samoa. S-O-U Moa. Samoa. So do we think that needs to change, that name? This is a good opportunity to just kind of build the world together, right? So we're going to add a label here. So this will be oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. What did I do? Oh, my stars and garters. States. Zones. Provinces. And markers. I'm going to turn that all off. Okay. All right, so this is Samoa. What do you think of that name? How do you like that name, Samoa? Now, if I remember correctly, the size is 60, and the spacing is 10. Now, the spacing can be variable. There's no hard and fast rule about any of this, right? So actually, we could actually just split this up a little more. Actually, I'm going to try and go down. Let's go down to 5. And then this is a good opportunity to talk about the font of the city names, right? So the font, this is a label, apparently. Okay. Show style edit selection. Okay, so then we have okay, so what we have to do then is this is depending on the city type is what the font will look like. So I feel like the font for this city, I feel like it's a little too big compared to the font for the country. So let's see. So let's see. Font size is 12. God, that's really small. Okay. I'm going to take this down to... So we have a few of these, right? So you have metropolises. Okay, so what about if we go down to 8? That's a little too small, I think. Now, mind you, this is just temporary, but I want to. That's why this is going to be hard and dirty, just the way I like it. Henna is in the house. You know what? Instead of Moa City, I'm going to name this city. I think this city should be called Henna. What do you guys think? Henna City. There we go. After Henna. Alrighty. Actually, and I don't like the placement of it. I think if you're going to have a city, I think it would probably be... Wait a minute. Oh, I guess actually... Okay, it's at the mouth of a river, and it's at a bay. Okay, so I think that's fine there. Okay, let me get rid of the cells. Okay. So we have this country, we have this. Okay, so this is a major city. This is one of the largest cities in the world. This is a principal city. And I think we need to change the... So that other one was... What did we change it? What did we change the size to? This was... We changed the size to 10. I think actually... I need a piece of paper. No, I don't. I got the internet. I don't need a piece of paper. So I think the largest one is going to be the principal cities. Principal cities. And the font for the name is going to be 10. We're going to start 10, which means municipalities is the next one. Municipalities. It doesn't need, which is going to be 8. And then what do we have after that? We have our metropolises. Metropolis, major cities. So we have metropolis, major cities. And then after major cities, we have towns, villages, dwellings. Towns, villages, dwellings. So some of these can repeat, right? Like we could have principal cities be 8. We could have metropolises be 8. We could have major cities be 6. I feel like we're going to get too small if we get into 10, if we start getting into 4s, right? So we're going to go 10, 10. We're going to go 8, 8, 8, 6, 6. That's all we're going to do. We're going to stick to this key. All right. So we just need a not sure village as well. All right, Henna. I'm gonna. This is the music. I'm playing this music again, despite not sure. Despite not what not sure says. Okay. So I guess I can go through and edit all of these, right? So principal cities. What did we say that was? We said that principal cities was going to be 10. Metropolises would also be 10. Okay, we got that. Major cities would be 8. Cities and towns would also be 8. Cities would be 8, which it is. Is that 8 or 6? God, I can't see. It's so small. That's what she said. Okay, 8. And then towns, 8. Excuse me. And then we have villages and dwellings, which would be 6. Okay. So the city sizes should be handled. That should be taken care of. Oh, my stars and garters. Why won't you? Will you please just refresh? Okay. Okay. Super cheerful music, isn't it? And to think, Not Sure took issue with this music. I don't understand why. Not Sure, why are you such a negative person, Not Sure? Why? Okay, so we need to add labels to these countries down here. There's a way in which you can. Okay, Obitoku, Totoku, and Indutoku. All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add a label. We're gonna add it here. Obitoku. Man, talk about me creating names that I can't pronounce. Look at that name. God, that's disgusting. Obitoku, I think, is the name of this country. All right, is that? Yeah, Obitoku. I just want to make sure I spell it right. And then we did talk about the size, which the font size it's going to be 60. Okay, perfect. Now let's just make it a little. Spread this out a little. That's a little too much. Let's go down. Let's take it down to 5. Okay, Totoku. Add another label. How do you spell it? Totoku. We're going to take this down to 60. And then the spacing, we'll try 10. This is kind of fun, trying to arrange the. Here we go. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks perfect. Not really, but that looks good enough. What do I always say? I always say that good enough will get you pretty far in life. Like, honestly, like, if you aim for perfection, that's great. But if you aim for good enough, That's going to be good enough. Like that, good enough is more than sufficient. I would say, I want to say 85% of the time, but I kind of want to say 90%. Like good enough is really going to be, good enough is going to be great most of the time. Okay, let me just get this. All right. This is a difficult country to label. It makes me just kind of want to change the country's geography. Okay. Okay, and then this country in the middle here, Indo-Toku. Indo-Toku. All right, we're going to do some actual programming in a minute. Let me finish this label. We're going to do something else. This is you guys are better than this. You guys deserve more than this. So, and this is because Matthew's over here like texting me privately like this is fucking trash. He's just like completely insulting me like you're a fucking loser. Like what? Who wants to watch this garbage? And I'm like, dude, like chill. And he's like, no, fuck you, man. And I'm just like, Matthew, like that's really wow. And he's like, I don't give a shit. Like, and then like he's kind of going unhinged over here in private chat. Like it's very much unlike him. Actually, no, it's kind of exactly what I would expect. Okay, let me see. Maybe instead, maybe this needs 2 labels. Let's try that. Okay. Oh, the E got cut off there. Let's take this down to 5. Okay. And then if we get rid of the colors. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. There's a couple more countries I want to label. Let me see. That's labeled. That's labeled. So like this label needs to change. Like the style of that label needs to change. Same as this style. But you guys, like I said, you guys are better than this. So let me just go ahead and save this. Quit out of this. Okay. So let's do an actual. Let's upload what we have so far. Let's do that because that's actually going to be technical. Okay. So let me leave this. First thing we do, what's the first thing we do, Matthew? No, we do not go on a murdering spree. No, we do not. We do not drink the blood of our ex-girlfriend in order to win her back. No, Matthew, that is definitely not what we do. Okay? No, just first of all, just get that idea out of your head. All right? Okay? And also, whoops, leave the cats alone. The cats, all 9 of those cats, they did nothing to you. Leave them alone. All right, so let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. No, I did text message with Tom Nick a little bit, which is why I'm picking on Matthew a little bit right now. Because let me see, can I show the email that he sent me? Let me see. Can I? Oh boy, there's a new one. Okay, never mind. I'm not even going to talk about that. Okay, all right. Maybe in the mod chat, because that's actually really funny. That's the thing about Tom Nick is like he's fucking hilarious. He's completely bonkers and absolutely legitimately crazy, and which like Matthew just reminds me so much of this guy, but he's fucking hilarious too. All right, so what we're gonna do is the workflow for this is really weird because of the way the tool works, but it is what it is. So let me just rename. Oops, I put 2 periods in there. All right. Work on labels. All right, we're pushing. Okay, so the way that this works is I ran it through a tool, and I remember I had to make modifications to the tool, so I ended up cloning the repo, and I gotta find the repo. Let's see if we can. Okay, this is it right here. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yes, I think. Yes, this is it. Okay. Do you use WSL? That's what this is. So like when I go into Ubuntu, that's what this is. This is WSL. So you can see here so Windows PowerShell and command prompt, of course, is native Windows, but I have Alma Linux, Ubuntu. So yes. Like I use Ubuntu for personal stuff. Alma Linux is work-related stuff. We use Alma Linux 9. I am trying to push us to go to 10, but I am promptly being ignored, and that's fine because then when 9 is EOL, I think in the next year, I will not say I told you so, except I will very vocally say I told you so. Okay, let me see. So actually, I'm going to run this, since this is a Python tool. I'm actually going to run this in Linux. So let me clone this. LTS WTF, long-term support for the win. Yes. Well, Alma Linux 9, I mean, even with long-term support, I think Alma Linux 9 is going to be end of life soon. Surprised you don't use Red Hat. That costs money. We don't like spending money. We want free. I mean, and like, honestly, like Red Hat's going to be good for companies that can't afford people like experts. But if you have a technical staff, then honestly, they should be unless you're doing some like real hardcore kernel development, unless you're running on some like specialized hardware where you're kind of like making kernel changes and crap like that. Like, what do you really need the support for? What do you need the support for? You've got the internet. I mean, you're just installing it and then like setting up some firewalls and some other stuff. And like, why do you need to pay for that? Why? Okay. What was I doing? I got distracted. What was I doing? Not sure. You completely distracted me. Oh, I wanted to see when is Alma 9 EOL. Okay. End of life is May 31st. Oh, 2032. All right. We got a little bit of time. But Alma 10 is out. When is Alma 10 EOL? Wait, what? 2030? Okay. Security support for Alma 9 is up till 2032. And then for 10, it's 2035. All right, that really confused me for a second there. I remember a long time ago. This had to be before 2006, right? And because there's a couple of different milestones in my life where it's like before this, after this. Like the birth of my daughter is one, right? When she was 18, like when I was 18 and she was born, like that's one milestone. Like things that happened before my daughter and after my daughter. And then there's cancer, right? Things that happen before cancer and after cancer. And when I need more specificity, when I need a more detailed timeline, because like I could say like, okay, before cancer, well, I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 33 years old. So that's a lot of life. Like at 33, you've lived a decent little amount of life there. A lot can happen in 33 years. So when I need more specificity, what I do is I drill down by girlfriend, right? Or by long-term relationship. Like I have the one that started in, I think, the year 2000, 2001 and ended in like 2006, 2007. Then I have another one that began in 2009 and ended in 2013. I have another one that began in 2014 and ended in 2017. And then I have my wife who began in 2018 and, well, remains to be seen there. But, so, you know, I have like these markers in my life that are like, you know, cancer and my daughter being born and then like long-term relationships, right? And so anyway, I remember this must have been before 2006 because I remember the girlfriend I was with and I remember having this conversation with her because earlier in the day I had gone to Staples or not Home Depot. Staples are, what's the other one? The Staples competitor, Office Depot. So I don't remember which it was. It was either Staples or Office Depot. And I'd gone there and I actually purchased Red Hat Linux. And I remember having this conversation with my girlfriend because I was very excited. And she thought I was talking about, we were going on some trip or something. I don't remember, like we were going to France or Amsterdam or something. And I remember telling her I was very excited. And she thought I was talking about the trip. And I was like, no, I'm very excited because I'm going to be installing Red Hat Linux on my PC, and I'm going to leave Windows and become a PC user, a Linux user. And like she was very upset that is what I was excited about. And it so happened that I did install Linux on that PC, and I promptly reinstalled Windows when I had issues. I could not get video to play in the browser. I don't remember if it was Chrome or Firefox or what browser it was, but I just remember that in order to get it to play video, I would have had to recompile something. I don't remember if it was the kernel or the browser, or I would have had to recompile something. And I was like, nope. And I went back to Windows. But then I started using Mac in like 2012. I started using Mac it was like 2011, 2012, and kind of have not looked back since. That's not true, though. I'm kind of coming back around to Windows. All right, why did I load this up? Oh, yes. I wanted to see what I need to install. So there's this. Okay, I think we can clean this up. We can clean this up a little more. Okay, there's the test folder. That's what I was interested in. Okay. So OSGeo. I just want to create a requirements file. This looks like a library, but then I remember there was a weird library that I had to install with Godal. But I'm just going to go with this. Okay. So the first thing that I usually like to do with Python is just right away create a Python virtual environment. And you can see because it's even broken here. Let me see. Okay, and then I got to do the command. I'm going to try and remember the command from heart. It's -m VNV for create a virtual environment, and then you need to tell it which path. So I usually do .vnv for the virtual environment path. Let's see how it goes. I got to say, man, last night was rough. Last night, And I know what happened. But I ended up at about. Well, first of all, it was because of the stupid time change. I had problems falling asleep, and then at around midnight, I woke up. No, I didn't wake up. I woke up more. I hadn't quite fallen asleep, but I kind of was like, uh-oh. And then this overwhelming feeling of nausea, much like the nausea from the other night last week. And after about a half hour of this severe nausea, I puked. And then it stopped for a minute, and then it came back up. And I had just had McDonald's earlier in the evening, so I was really upset because I didn't get to enjoy my McDonald's I didn't get to have the full experience with my McDonald's. And I ended up not getting to sleep until probably close to 3. And then I had an 8:30 meeting this morning, and I was like, I can't make that meeting because my wife woke me up when she left for work at 7:30, and I didn't get out of bed until 10 after 8, which is very unusual for me because I am usually up by 6:30. I'm usually out of bed. All right. Okay. So I should be able to do pip install -r requirements. Let's see if this works. This might take a while. We might be here a minute or not. Could not find any. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get rid. Wait, was it OSGEO? Yes, it was OSGEO. Okay. You guys have any advice on what to do about an ant problem? I have these ants. And I bought this stuff. I just need to put it around the perimeter of my house. But they're like big ants. They're not your little ants. They're big. I'm surprised about how big these fuckers are. I don't know. But it's also that time of the year where everything's coming back alive. I hate it. I went on a walk with my dog yesterday in the woods, and it was just humid, and it was just disgusting, and I didn't like it. Let me see. What's the? It's supposed to get warm tomorrow as well, but then I think it's supposed to cool off after that. What do we got here? Okay. This is where the Godal. Okay, so if I remember, there's like a Godal package I have to install, and then and then the Python thing is just a wrapper around the OS package. Is it this? What is it? Is it DNF or is it like? All right, let's ask AI. I don't know. You guys are awfully quiet. I'm not trusting it. I don't trust you guys. I like when you guys aren't saying anything, like it really makes me nervous. Even Not Sure's not saying anything. Okay. Help me with this problem. What do I need to install? I'm on Ubuntu 24. Okay, I was close. Sudo apt. All right, right here is what I want. Okay. I'll be right back. Wait, I'm just standing up for a minute. Matthew says, "What's up, guys?" All right, thank you, Matthew. No, and actually, because I am now broadcasting under a different account, I lost all my transitions in Streamlabs. So now I had to start making my own transitions. I recreated my scenes, the major ones, but that kind of irritated me. Okay, so now I think I can do this. And by the way, I am going to my mother's on Saturday. So next week I'll be streaming from my mother's. We'll see how that goes. And then I finally booked my apartment for Portugal, and I will go to Portugal on April 9th. So I'll be streaming from Portugal, which apparently has an insanely fast. Everybody on the Airbnb has talked about how incredibly fast the internet there is, which I thought was weird. Okay. All right, let's see what AI says about this here. Error. Okay, I think this music is finally getting to me. I think Matthew's going to get his way, and I'm going to change the music. So I need to find something else to listen to. Okay, so the AI is still saying I need to, install the version related to the config I have installed already. Hidden good night. Good to in says hi. Hi Hidden good to in. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to make. I do not believe that my mods have mod access over here. So let me make sure they have that. I need to make sure that Not Sure is capable of banning people, and I need to make sure that Matthew is as well. All right, so let me see. Add as moderator. Okay, managing moderator or standard. Okay, if you can manage blocked words, change chat modes, and live. It also has capabilities of standard. What is chat modes? So look, this says. Oh wait, why did it go? It went away. Okay, wait. So add as moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. I don't know. You know what, Matthew? I'm giving you got it. Don't do anything crazy. And Not Sure. Got the story architect, of course, needs to be able to change the chat modes. I have no idea what the chat modes do, but now we do it. Slow mode. Member only. Oh, what's slow mode? Banhammer. All right. Okay. So we have that installed. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now is where the magic happens. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? Prerequisites. Oh, it did say this, didn't it? so much for actually reading the documentation. Every now and then you can type testing okay, testing okay. All right, I'm okay. Yes, everything's okay. Hidden. We all see you. Air slow mode off. We all see you, sir. We all see you. Okay. Now, what I need to do is I need to go back over here. All right. Easy. Okay. Now the UI is huge. I hope this music is more to your liking. Not sure. Okay, and this is going to be very unscientific. What I'm going to do. Oh, wait a minute. No. There's a better way to do it. Okay, I think this view is good. So I can do export and then a PNG. Now I don't know what the scale, I don't quite understand what the scale is. Define scale of saved PNG. Example 5 times. Saving big images is slow. Okay, I'm saving it. Okay. Did it save? Okay, I think it's saving now. I think it's working. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, see, one of the islands is cut off. Right now, I am making a map for a world in which a video game I am making takes place. What is the name of the game? The name of the game. Let me send you a link for that too. There's the link. Okay, that's okay. All right, we're gonna go with this. I'm not crazy about this. I would rather have this view, but the problem is that island up at the top gets cut off, and then down at the bottom it gets cut off. So I'm going to zoom out a little, which feels like a lot. We're going to do it anyway. And then we're going to go to export. And now we're going to just click on PNG. And then I think that will save it. It's going to take a minute, but it will save it, I believe. 508. This might be it. Let me delete this. Let me save it again. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Hidden Gem. Okay, all right, so this is the image with which we're going to work off of, I think. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, okay, so that's the second one. So we're going to rename this to Yanora.pmg. We're going to drop it into, where do we drop it? Yeah, this is what we want. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. So previously I used rawmap.png. It would probably be beneficial to understand this a little bit better, but fuck it. Okay. No. Create tiles. Okay, this was it. And this is all raw. I forget how to do variables in Dash. I think it's just like this, right? Like I could do that should work. And then I can do Yanora.png. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to, this is where, I was going to say that's where all the tiles are, but it's not. Okay. Okay, that's good. I might not have saved the tiles. That's fine. Good luck on your game. Well, thank you, Hidden Gem. And you know what? Good luck to you. Please be sure to click and subscribe. And good luck to you. And donate. Feel free to donate. Hey, look at that. I forgot that I'm broadcasting or I'm streaming on my
monetized channel, I figured that as soon as I started streaming on my monetized channel, that the money would just start rolling in. Let me see. Is there engage with your audience? What do I've got more options here.
Start a Q&A. All right, yeah, I'm gonna start it. Okay, hi guys. Okay, I'm gonna start a Q&A. Hi guys, ask me anything. All right, so let me see. Start a Q&A. Okay. I don't know how the Q&A works. How does the Q&A work? I'm waiting for Matthew to ask me something. I'm really hoping he asks me out. What a date. What a big gay date. But then again, like with European people, like with European men, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but the ex-girlfriend, the girlfriend I had from 2009 to 2013, right? That was, she labeled, after we broke up, she labeled herself my cancer girlfriend. But my cancer girlfriend and I, we used to have this joke that with European guys, or like if you interacted or you saw a very effeminate man, like just a very super effeminate man, the joke was, is he gay or European? Because it could be either or both, right? But like it was definitely one or the other. Okay, so this... Okay, perfect. Okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go... Do I want to do this in Ubuntu or do I want to do this? I could do it in Ubuntu. Addie Goes Places. Fancy a fine meal in Limmy? I know a spot. Oh, look at that. Look, God, he's so gay. Jesus Christ. Stop it, Matthew. I am not into you. Not like that. I'm sorry. No. All right. I need to be careful with Matthew because like he's going to flip one. I love you, Matthew, but man, you scare me. You kind of do scare me. Okay, I want to have a nice color. Okay, this is fine. I need to read how to start this. Okay. You can't handle me hard. I'll stop. You terrify me, dude. Okay, run build. Let's see. No, you do. You legitimately do scare me a little bit. Like, oh wait, what's going on here? Have I not run the website on this machine? I'm pretty sure I have, but I might have ran it under a different folder. Wait a minute. Okay. It's acting weird when I do the terminal in VS Code. Let me see something. Oh wait, I'm right back in the same place. Oh wait, whoa, mister, just calm down. Whoa. Oh. Oh. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do npm install. Oh. That's what I didn't do. You know you can unmod him, right? You think I want to unmod that wacko? No way. No way. I live in America. He's liable to come here, get a gun, and... Okay. npm run build. No, I don't... you know, like, I don't... Where are you from, Hidden? Because if you're American, well, you might be really young. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. What's this? Oh. Okay, I understand what's happening. I know what's happening here. What is happening here? What's happening? No. I get it. So I have a weird requirement right now where the website, in order to build it properly, it needs the wiki to be a subfolder. Now I was using, maybe I should just go back to that. I was using submodules, and you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. The reason I stopped using it as a submodule is because I was making such constant changes to both the wiki and to the website, and I kept fucking forgetting to update the submodule because the submodule is just another Git repo, right? It's another clone. So you have to constantly do git pull rebase, and I just forgot to. I kept forgetting to do it, but I think we might go back to submodules. Can you read the Q&A? Can I? I don't know. Can I? Where's the Q&A? Was there a Q? Yeah, I don't know. Where's the? I mean, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. Where's the Q&A? Oh, well, wait a minute. That's interesting. Okay, well, questions. Oh, Hidden's asked me a bunch of questions. Okay, all right. When would the game base release? Fuck if I know. I have a question. When will the game release? I have no idea. When would the game be released? I have no idea. Hello, can you see this? Yes, I can. Friday night, 8 p.m. No, Matthew, no. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No. Stop it. That actually reminds me of one of my favorite shorts. Let me find. And I think it's so sexy too, and I'll talk about it in a second. Let me find it. I gotta find it. Okay, I found it. All right, let me stop this. Give me a second.
Stop.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's so fucking sexy. All right, so wait a minute. Wait.
Stop.
Wait.
There is no tilting. Stop. Stop. I don't want to. No!
I find that so, like, when she's like screaming in rage. So there's two things when she's screaming in rage and her armpits. I don't know why, but like in the past like 2 years, I don't want to say I've really gotten into armpits, but I have started, I have an appreciation for armpits, and I find them, I find them to be a bit sexy. Like, I don't get it. And like, even if the girl has hairy armpits, I still find it a bit sexy.
No!
I love that short. I love that. I think it's great. Okay, let's get back to the music. Okay, so what I am trying to do is I'm trying to build the website locally so I can put the new tiles into the map that we're seeing. Let's see if this is working though. Did I do it?
because hidden confused me. I got confused as to where I was. I don't know. What do you guys think of armpits? Like, do you find like armpits on a girl to be sexy or not? How do I get to the Q&A? I want to go back to the Q&A. I like you just yelling at Matthew, but you kind of just need to alert him more. No, you know what? The thing is like, did you watch, there was that show on Netflix about, so it got kind of controversial because I guess what happened was in Netflix, there was a young, we'll just say non-white boy. This was a story that happened a few years ago where he like went out kind of like, and he did some violent stuff. There was some violence, okay? And it was very polite violence because it's English, but it was still violence. And then Netflix made a movie where they made him a young white boy, right? And so I wish I could remember. Let me see. Let me find this. Let me find this. It's Netflix movie where they made the violent young boy white, where he wasn't white generally. Adolescence, was this it? Yes. So this kid in the movie, he's accused of murdering a classmate, and this actually happened in England. But let's just say that Netflix likes to swap things. They like to swap things. So, but this kid, I'm pretty sure that this was Matthew. This was Matthew. So I don't want to ban Matthew because he scares me. I'm ending the Q&A because I'm not paying attention. I can barely pay attention to one chat room, let alone two. All right. Okay, so the website seems to be building. Well, it's not done yet. I shouldn't speak too soon. Okay, perfect. And then if we run it, let's make sure we're able to run. It's going to take a minute. It always takes a minute for the first initial load. Buy hidden ellipsis triangle trap. Good Lord, the man stiffed up over there. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about me? Hashi Run. Any AIs that an asset placing in Unity for you? Any AIs that to the asset placing? No. I don't know what you're asking, but no. Matthew says it's a great show. Well, of course Matthew thinks it's a great show because it's like semi-autobiographical for him. So like, of course he's going to be like, yes, it's a great show. Like, but Matthew's like, I don't need to watch it. I lived it. Okay. So public, and then I want to, no. Okay, public, and then I need to take this. I need to dump it. Okay, perfect. Let's copy. Okay, and now let's reload. Okay, so this is the map that we've been getting. So now we're going to try and replace the tiles with new tiles. So now this is the issue now is what's going to happen is, so like if you click on one of the if you click on, let's go St. Abilene, right? See how it's like zoomed in on this it's zoomed in on this view. Now that we've created a new tile set and the original picture is not the exact same size and offset as the original, the new one's not the same exact size and offset as the original, these coordinates are going to be a little misaligned, but that's okay. We'll go back and fix them. But that's one of the things that like I want to solve with the overall map project is like got to... I now have I now have Copilot Pro. Welcome to the future, man. Welcome to 2023. I'm proud of you. Okay. Let's see. No, wait, that's Matthew. Shit. That is awesome, buddy. I think you're amazing. That's great work. Everybody should try harder to be like you. Please don't kill me. Oh, God damn it. What is using it? Let me see. It could be this. Probably is now that I think about it. Let's see. Let's rename this. Okay, good. It was that. All right. So now let's just drop the new tiles in there. We got to find them. All right. I thought my dog was bugging me. I was getting ready to beat him. No, stop it. I wouldn't beat my dog. I love him. He's a pain in the ass and drives me nuts, but I'm not going to punch a small defenseless animal unlike some 30-something-year-old English person I know. But thanks, Addy Goes Places. Safe for now. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm safe for now. Thank you. I'm glad. Okay, so if I go back here... Oh. All right. Let's just reload. Oh, I killed the website. Well, I killed the server. That's going to put that could be one of the reasons it's not loading. Okay. Okay. So this definitely does make for a better browsing experience, whatever that is. However, All right, so if you go up here, I definitely think we made progress. Well, if anything, this at least solidifies the workflow, right? It at least solidifies that a little bit better. Binapalfree says hi. Well, hello, Binapalfree. Whatever your name is. Banana Free. Okay. The funny thing is I'm not even sure how to begin addressing this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have a solution. Well, wait a minute. Can you do Symlinks in PowerShell? Not sure. Are you still there? How do you do a Symlink in PowerShell? How to create a Symlink in PowerShell? Can't you do it? New item symbolic link path target. Specifies the full path and name of the new symbolic link you want to create. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. How are we going to do this? Okay. So I'm going to nuke this. I'm not going to nuke it. I'm going to rename it. Okay. All right. I'm in that folder.
Okay, so AI said it is okay. Let's just put this here, put that there. So new item, item type, symbolic link, path. So that's the one I want to create. So this is just simply going to be tiles. And then the existing thing is this. Wait, is it? No. It's this. That didn't work. Unauthorized access. What do you mean? This is my computer. What do you mean I'm not authorized? I own you. God, the nerve. Okay. All right. How do you do sudo? Ugh. All right. So I had to open up another shell. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. How does that, what does that look like? Okay. Perfect. It's a shortcut. Perfect. What's your game about? I posted a link. There's a link. You can read all about it. Run as administrator, I think. That's what it ended up having to do. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's make sure this works. Okay. It works. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Just shut up and let me work. Let me think for a minute. Just let me think. Let me think. What I'm going... Okay. First, we're going to start by just cropping the raw image together, right? We're just going to crop the raw image. So let me see. If I rename this... No, not rename. I want to copy and paste. Well, wait a minute. We have the original image. So let's look and see. Okay. And then here's the image we worked off of. I don't know, man. Those look pretty close to me. Okay. So the original is definitely zoomed in a little more. How can we do this? How could we do this? What we could do... Oh, what we could do is go say hello to my wife. I just heard her open the door. I'll be right back. making a nation game. Oh, my stars and garters. All right. Let me post the link yet again. Actually, I'm pretty sure the link is in the description of the video, but Here you go. There's a link to the video. I mean, to the game that describes what the game's about. It tells you everything you need to know. There's pictures of Matthew's mom on there. She's pretty hot, if you ask me. Like she's a looker. But everything's there. So I was trying to think, how can I crop this? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I got it. Okay, so what I can do is I can come over here. It's going to take a minute to copy. All right, hopefully that's not killing the stream. Okay. Wait. No. Stop. Okay. I want to change the opacity of this. Of this one. Opacity. Okay. Perfect. Okay. It's close to whatever. Ah, got it. So it's like a wiki repos for a fictional map. Correct. It's like a fictional wiki page. So there's that, and then there's another about page, which I'll link as well. This explains what the website is. Oh, god damn it! If I could paste it right there. Pretty close. So you're making a horror game and made a fictional Mac wiki repos for it. Got it. Connected the dots. Yeah, I'm all over the place. A little bit ADHD. Just kind of, but like in my defense, Matthew has told me like this is what the game is. And he's, if I'm being honest, he's made some serious threats. Like saying he's going to hunt down my family. And he's gonna he literally said, "I will end you And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, chill. And he's like, no, the time for chilling is past. You will make this game and you will make it the way I want. And I was like, okay, all right. So I'm basically doing what Matthew wants. Or, as he put it, he will ban me. And we're talking a permaban in real life. So he's violent. He's violent. But I've never trusted the English. Okay, I think I still need to crop it, flatten. The image is really big. Okay, so now, in theory, the website is about as it's like kind of the same size, right? Oh, look at this! A donation, a £2 donation from Matthew. My demands shall be met. Now let this be. Let Matthew start a trend. Let this be a sign to all of you to donate. To donate. Look, please donate, or Matthew's going to hurt me. Just saying. Okay, so I should be able to just change this to, what was it? It was raw image or raw map. Raw map 2. All right. And now I should be able to run this. It's going to take a minute. Damn. No Streamlabs notification on screen. Yeah, it needs to be set up. It needs to be set up. But you know what? I'll set it up, Matthew, and just keep donating so we can test it. Right? We'll just, you got to help me testing. I don't even have a PayPal. How can I help? LOL. How are you like 12? Is that why it is banana peel? Is that why you don't have a PayPal? It's because you're 12, or you're Iranian. Matthew, every donation should trigger a small techno rave. All right, let's see.
Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen to the song. What the fuck we did? Broadcast TV, can't knock it.
I think not sure left. Bastard. Okay, so if everything went according to plan, I should be able to reload, because I have this symbolic link, everything should be hooked up, and I should just be able to reload the page. I'm a fucking genius. It's a little off. But it doesn't look terrible. It looks better than it did. And look, some of the links even still work, like St. Aveline's still there. I think the map looks a lot better with the names. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap up this stream. I'm going to go hang out with my wife on the couch for a little while. I'll just clean up the map. But what I ultimately want to do though, here is my vision for the map. Fuck the game for now. Just forget it. But here's my vision for the map portion, right? So, as I mentioned, we're using Asgar's fantasy map generator, which is a great tool, but it's limited in what it can do. But I think it's good for like this purpose. It's good for like the rough draft. And then we were able to kind of export everything into cell data and then have that imported with QGIS. I love maps. I've mentioned this before. Like I love maps, and I love like making maps and all that. So my vision is eventually is to have everything in QGIS. If it would load, it was loading up. To have everything in QGIS, and then from QGIS, I can make changes like you can like. Let's okay. Here's QGIS, but. Let's just look at an example, like St. Abilene, right, which is the game we're supposedly working on. But what I would like eventually is I could go to QGIS, and let's say that I want to, like, because I'm bored, and I want to create a roadmap for Sabletown. And then what I do is I go into QGIS, I load it up, and then I get drunk and watch some Funko Pop porn, and then like eventually I create the roadmap for Sabletown. When I'm done with it, here's the vision, right? So I save everything, and let me see. So that would be in this maps project here. So what the vision would be, I would save everything in the QGZ file or whatever files is appropriate. I would save it, and then I obviously, because I am a good programmer, I would save it to GitHub. I would push it to GitHub. And then we would have GitHub Actions, which we already have lots of GitHub Actions that are doing stuff, right? I would push it to GitHub. The GitHub Actions would basically take what I had changed in QGIS. It would then export it into the tile set that like I'm doing manually, and then it would upload it to the map or to Yonora.world, so that all I have to do is make a change in QGIS, and then once it's published, boom, this is a basic CI/CD pipeline. It's a basic continuous deployment pipeline. That's all it is. Not so much CI. I guess it is CI, but it's more continuous deployment. That's the vision for the map. It's like I can just go into QGIS and I can draw a city's roadmap, and then boom, it gets uploaded. Or I can, like QGIS is basically OpenStreetMaps. Like, I don't know if you've ever used OpenStreetMaps, but it's basically the open source version of Google Maps. Is that it? No. Where'd it go? Oh, my stars and garters. Just show me a fucking map. Oh, my God. Yes. Right? So, like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I could literally see myself going in and being like, oh, yeah, I'd like a little road that goes here, and then I'm going to put a park there, and then I'm going to put a building here, and then I'm going to do another park. Like, I could see myself doing that. And then to have that all be published, like, I would love it. Now, this might be a little extreme, saying that we're going to have a view that is this level on the left, that is this level of detail inside of here. That might be a bit extreme, right? Like, okay, but I could see maybe like this level of detail, right? Like I could see myself spending time to like draw basic highways and draw forests and shit, like, and you can do a fair amount of that with Asgar's tool, right? Like you can specify biomes, which is things like what are the biomes? But the biomes are like forest and desert and swamp and shit like that. But again, I would love to have some kind of continuous pipeline so that I could go in because like let's do it. Like tool, Let me zoom out. This is a this is a randomly generated world. So let's see if I edit the biomes, I could do let's just we're gonna cover the whole planet with glacier. Can I do that? Let me see. Don't turn me into a liar now. Okay, well that's interesting. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, and then who knows? One day we might even work on the game again. I really do want to work on the game. The problem is like I want to work on the game on stream, but you know what? We loaded it up earlier, didn't we? Let's look. Let's see how it is. Let me know. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Matthew, if you're still there, let me know if we're buffering. I'm trying to play the game. Play. All right. Here we go. Disable all those lights and big detail in the buildings and we can work on it. Okay. So you're saying I forgot where they are. I'll have to find them. So disable all of those lights in the big detailed buildings and we can work on it. Just the floor lights. Yeah, so just disable the floor lights. So let me see. I was trying to make it so I could select things. No, I don't want to. Oh, my stars and garters. Come on. Okay, ground lights. Okay, I'm going to do this because I'm going to see. Okay, I'm going to keep one building. Let's see. We'll disable this. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Save scene. I'm not going to save it just yet. I just want to play it. I'll do this downstairs too. Okay, are we buffering? We might be buffering. I turned the flashlight on.
Be proud, be proud.
I accidentally hit 2 to turn the flashlight on. Okay, not as bad. Okay, well, right now we're waiting for the flashlight to come on. Anyway, okay, I'm just going to kill that. Okay, so what I will do, here's my homework for tonight. Flashlight is no problem. The flashlight's a problem. Every time I turn it on, everything. Well, maybe the flashlight itself isn't the problem, but invoking the flashlight causes a problem. Maybe that's a better way to put it. What I'm going to do tonight. All right, here's my homework for tonight. Homework for tonight is to work on the labels, which I want to work on. But I think also my homework is to organize St. Aveline's project so that the heavy resource things are easily turned off. I'm the expert at turning off things that require a lot of resources. Crack myself up. I saw like a reel the other night that said you can't swallow you can swallow at most 4 or 5 times in a row before your body just stops you. And I was like, that's bullshit. Sure fucking enough. You can't. Try it. And I don't mean swallow and wait 30 seconds and swallow again, obviously. But like swallow, recover, swallow, recover, swallow, recover. Can't do it. Bizarre. All right, boys. It gets progressively harder. I'm talking about swallowing. It does get, I don't know why. It's weird. I was talking to my wife last night. Out of nowhere, she asks me, she's like, when you watch, oh, how does she put it? She said, when you help yourself, what kind of videos do you watch? And I was like, that's a weird question. Like, literally, we're like in bed. I'm on my iPad. She's on her iPad. We're just doing our own thing. And she just rolls over and she's like, can I ask you something? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, when you help yourself, what kind of videos do you watch? And I'm like, what? And so anyway, so it turns out that, so I tell her that I enjoy, and this might be TMI, and if you're young, if you're under 18, you're not supposed to be listening to this stream anyway. This is an adults only stream. So I said, well, I like videos. I like FFM videos, and I'll let you figure out what FFM videos are. And I explained it to her. I said the whole phrase out, and then she goes, have you ever? She's like, have you ever done that? And I'm like, yeah, I've done that. And then she's like, have you done that while on drugs? And I'm like, I don't remember specifically, but I'm sure that there were there were drugs involved at least one of the times I've done that. And it got me thinking, and I remember today, like out of nowhere, that I did that at a rave back when I was like 23, 24 years old. And now, listening to this music, all I'm thinking about is that, and I'm distracted. So anyway, on that note, I will let you go. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. I hope to see you here, and I'll be here on Addy Goes Places. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with Addy Goes Live. I may just eventually, I don't know. I think I'm going to rename this channel to something. I don't know what, but I'm going to rename this channel and kind of shut the other channel down. But now, I mean, look, it's my first day. I've already made £2. What? How much? Let's see. Okay, wait. How much? No, two pounds in USD. That's $2.69. Woo! Woohoo! That's you know what, Matthew? You bought me a Diet Mountain Dew. So thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Be sure to click and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow back here at 4 p.m. Love you. Bye.